Really, the history goes to show that white people have always been disgusting. Indigenous people, African people, they were bathing, and they many of them noted that the first sign of Europeans was their stench, that they were just putrid.
That's why I never understood why people glamorize the Victorian era. Like when you see them on these shows and on these movies, and people are watching all these TV series that are depicted in Victorian era, I just think to myself, like, it was one of the most disgusting eras in human history. Like, this is some of the things that were going on in the Victorian era. Like, children were literally being sold, like, at a market so people could purchase them for things that I will not say. Not only that, they could not bathe. They could only bathe like once a month. And when they were bathing, they were advised to put things like alcohol or vinegar in their bathing water because the bathing water wasn't clean. The water period wasn't clean. Like none of the water was clean. A lot of their water had feces in it, had defecation in it, and they were using that water. They were drinking it. They were trying to clean it as best as they could, but a lot of the lakes and the rivers were infested, and a lot of the children didn't make it until age 5. A lot of adults didn't make it past age 40. Not only that, they were bathing in such extreme temperatures at times that it caused insanity, literal insanity. And not even let's not even go about the food. Like the food was not refrigerated. The food was rotten at all times. They were eating food with maggots on it. They were eating infested food, and they did not care. They ate it. If you ate it and you survived, you would live to see another day and eat it again. And if you didn't, you just didn't. And a lot of the doctors back then were so uneducated. Like, of course, the technology was not up to par, but they were just doing things like they were like, oh, well, we'll just take off his leg. They didn't even know how to stop the bleeding. That's how they would resolve issues back then. It's like, okay, well, his head hurt, take the leg because maybe that'll make him feel better. It was ridiculous. That's why I don't see why people glamorize Victorian era, because it was an embarrassment to human history, European history, whatever, American culture, American history, whatever. It was bad.